Morning Year 8, thank you for joining me. We're going to do an experiment to investigate how you can tell whether a leaf has carried out photosynthesis. So before I start, I want you to pause the video and write down what you remember about photosynthesis. I hope you remembered that photo stands for light and synthesis is making. So we're thinking about plants making their own food using light. I'd like you now to just write down the word equation for photosynthesis. Right, hopefully you remembered to put your reactants on the left and your products on the right. And you remember the two substances that plants need are water from the roots plus carbon dioxide from the air. And that's absorbed through the leaves. In the presence of light and chlorophyll, the leaf produces glucose sugar, which it uses for respiration, and waste oxygen that it releases from the leaf. I just want you to have a think about why I've put light and chlorophyll where the arrow is and not as a reactant. So I hope you've remembered that light is energy, it's not made of particles, so it isn't one of the substances that is combined to make glucose and oxygen. And the chlorophyll absorbs the light, but it isn't part of the reaction. Okay, what I'm going to do is take a leaf from a geranium plant, which you might recognise from the school garden. And first, I'm going to boil it. That's going to kill the leaf and stop all chemical processes in the leaf. Then I'm going to turn off the gas and I'm going to remove the colour, the green colour, from the leaf. And that's because I want to test it with iodine. I want you to have a think, what have we used iodine for and what does it indicate? We've used it in nutrition. When I finish decolorising, I'm going to rinse the leaf and then I'm going to add the iodine. Okay. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to put the leaf in some water to boil. As well as killing the leaf, it's going to dissolve the waxy layer on the surface of the leaf, which makes it waterproof. We want the iodine to be able to get into the leaf, so I need to get rid of the waxy cuticle. We're going to use ethanol to decolorise the leaf, and I would like you to think about why we turn the gas off when I use the ethanol. Remember, you've used ethanol in Year 7 when we were testing fuels. Right, well I've been boiling that for a few minutes and it's well and truly dead, so I'm going to turn off the gas and fish out the leaf. And I'm going to put that in a boiling tube with some ethanol. And I'm going to put it in the hot water to heat it indirectly. I don't want to heat it on a naked flame because it's very flammable. See on here. So it boils at a very low temperature and it produces vapours, and those vapours can catch fire easily. So we always do it with the gas off. If you have a look here, you can see the ethanol is already starting to boil. So you can see we've already got some of the chlorophyll dissolved in the ethanol. Okay, so let's have a look at the leaf. Right, so our ethanol has got a nice dark green colour, and if we fish out the leaf, it should be nice and pale. I have a pale, almost white leaf that I can test with iodine. It's a little bit crispy at the moment, so I'm going to rinse it with cold water to get rid of any iodine and to soften the leaf. And I'm going to spread the leaf out on this white tile so it's nice and flat. Okay, so we have a pale leaf here, and I'm just going to add some iodine. Going to leave that a moment. I'd like you to think next time about what would happen if I tested a leaf like this. So it's also from a geranium plant, but as you can see it has white sections. If I was to test this leaf, a variegated leaf, what reaction would I expect, and what would the leaf look like when I've added iodine to it? You can message me on my Padlet or by email, or send in a picture of your diagram, and I'll let you know next time what the answer should be. Okay, so you can see here that the leaf has turned blue-black with the iodine. So that iodine has changed from its orangey yellow to this blue-black colour. And what does that tell us? If you remember, that tells us that starch is present. So why would there be starch in the leaf? You can research that and find out and let me know.